Okay guys, this is Caleb again. Sorry I haven't made a video for a while. I've been quite busy on the set of Benidorm filming as an extra, so those of you who follow me on my social networking sites, Facebook, Twitter and well anything else really, Reverb Nation and all that, you'll know what's going on. But basically I've decided to make another video today. I actually did make a video of this item back when I had another channel, but obviously the video got removed, taken away, and things have changed since then. This is basically a video of an item that I believe is incredibly rare. It's probably the rarest item I've ever owned and ever will own, if it's indeed authenticated as genuine. What this is basically a handheld console, but not really actually a console like the Game Boy because it doesn't take any cartridges. But this is like an LCD Game & Watch, but it has styles similar to an Atari Lynx and Nintendo as well. So I'm going to make the video as quick as possible because my internet is really crap, but at the same time still make it enjoyable enough to watch and entertaining. So yeah, look at the console first. This is actually believed to be the first ever Tetris video game system. Now for those of us who know about Tetris, I'll just move these bits out of the way first. Tetris came out in the Game Boy in 1989. The game itself was originally invented in the 80s. I believe this to be of early 80s design. It's very retro. This is no way made in the 90s. I have taken it all apart, looks at every single electronic component. I mean, you can even see the circuit board there. Every single electronic component, and there's not a single date anywhere. So I have no idea when this was made. But if this was made in the 80s before the game was made, actually Tetris, and this is indeed very rare and is the first ever Tetris video game system. It's not one of those cheap brick game things, even though it does say on the battery cover made in China, but then again a lot of things are made in China, and this is in no way a cheaply designed product. So what did I do? I know Joe Shaw, my friend, and a few others have seen the original video that I made a while back, so some differences have been done. I've taken it all apart, tuned it up, cleaned it up, refined it all. I have replaced some of the buttons and switched them around, you know, obviously because this is the button that gets used the most often instead of that one. So this one's got a little bit more responsiveness now than that one because this one's getting used more. Same with these buttons, they've been switched around. The ones that get used the most often have been changed around with the ones that don't. So when you're playing it for the first time, it feels like a brand new system. The actual D-pad does look like a Nintendo D-pad. You've also got the centre hole there for the actual adjustments thing. It's just crazy and bizarre. The up position doesn't get used, but everything else does. But yeah, it does look like a Nintendo one, bizarrely. And then as for the Atari Lynx one, we all know what a Lynx looks like. You do have those same looking design buttons as you do with the Mark I model Lynx, and even similarities to a Mark II. We also have this button, which wasn't there before. As I opened it up and switched it around, the plastic, AC, I have no idea what that means. The only thing it could mean is alarm clock, but this doesn't have an alarm clock function. When I do press it, it doesn't do anything. I thought it was actually a reset button at first, and well, it just doesn't do anything. Maybe if you press it a number of times it will blow up the world or something. I have no idea. Not going to show you too much on the sides, nothing of interest. You've seen the battery cover. It takes two AA batteries, got Panasonic alkaline in there. Yes, that is the actual size of the speaker, very loud, as you will see in a minute when I play the unit. And the big difference, of course, is the screen. You can see the circuit board there, but the screen is still there. The screen is transparent and it's made of high quality glass, so that's not plastic or anything cheap. It's all intact, all fully works. The only thing I have done, which is actually quite important, well, a couple of things that I've done. Battery cover. I've removed that disgusting sponge that was here, there hidden away, to cover up the circuit board because I think it looks better without that. It's all yellowed and just horrible. Taken a couple of the screws out, the ones that don't need to be there and have just rusted and rotten away. Those were just there uselessly for no reason, to keep the speaker intact, and the speaker is still intact without that. It seems to be glued down. And then these two are the filters for the screen, so you do need these to actually see the sprites on the screen. But what I'm going to try and do is obviously buy some new ones. I don't know where. I don't know if the camera will pick this up or not, but this one's really, really scratched up. This was the first one on the front. very worn out, definitely not worth keeping. I do know websites that do, obviously, you know, you can buy replacement things for LCD games like Game & Watch and stuff, and they're all the same technology. So I'm going to get some new ones. If I have to cut them out, obviously, to the same size, I will. But that's just really scratched up and you won't be able to see a lot on the screen. You do need one behind the screen as well, which is this one. But as you can see, it's all wrinkly. It was actually stuck on originally, but it's all wrinkled, exposed to too much air over time, and therefore is completely useless as well. Gives the illusion that the screen is actually broken. So without these two, it's actually better, even though you can't see what's happening on the screen at the moment. In due course I will, when I get to change it all up. So we'll just have a quick play and turn it on. Not that you'll see anything, but you'll hear the sounds. So just basically just rotate it with the buttons and the directional pads. You hear the speaker in a minute make a huge sound. Sorry about that, guys, if you're listening with headphones. And that's about it, but the screen is intact, which is the main thing. I'll just do an overhead cam now. I don't know if you'll be able to see the detail, if you'll be able to see the visible squares or not on the screen, but you can sort of see it. You can see it if you stare at those black dots. So you can sort of see it. So yeah, any more information, guys, on this, please let me know about. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching, take care, and bye for now.